So guys, we left the market at that zone, and you can see now we are approaching almost to this point here, almost to now a buying zone. Now let's see what we have here, and I'm going to be scaling this to 1 hour time frame. So I'm waiting for this to see how this candle is going to be closing. So in case now it is going to be closing, yeah, since we're still moving down, let's see how this candle is going to be closing, and our entries are going to be here. But remember, you just now be waiting for this candle to close. I think it's going to be closing in the next like 30 minutes, and once we are just down here, then we can be taking some entries to that zone. This is going to be our area of interest, and we're going to be taking some trends towards around this zone here, right? That's what I'm going to be getting from this. Are you ready? Are you ready for that? Let's just get, and I think you can see that reaction where the gold has actually touched 91. This is for scalpers here. This is for scalpers. Every region that I normally highlight has actually a lot of advantages for the scalpers. For example, this one, you can see this line here, our first entry at 91. The market has just trying to touch that, and you can see how the market has really reacted from that zone, and then it means that we are just back again, but we are not yet out of the wound. Let's just see how this is going to be closing out. In case now we get some comeback from this market now trying to move, then we're going to be getting something good that is going to be moving us from this zone, and that is where we're going to probably to be having some entries once we get around that corner here. So let's just wait for this market to just drop, and that is going to be from 90s, and we're going to be around 90s. Trust me, this is going to be a long one, so you're just going to be in between 90, so between distance at $20 in between there. And once we have that one, then we can set our TP to be very far. Remember, this is for swing traders, and this is going to be so amazing. So let's see how the gold is going to behave as well. So it was not moving actually when we are live around those morning hours. Let's now hold and see how these things are going to be going here, right? How things are going to be good there. All right. Let's wait and see. Things are going to be good. Yeah, the wick actually touched here, and that you see it's very important from this zone here. You can see it's actually touched 90. They actually touched 90, and this could actually be a very good scalp, but remember, still the market is still moving down. This is where we talk about the scalping. So anytime you see this kind of touches the region that we normally highlight, they act so important, because most of the time when the market touches those, a hand up jumping and doing something, whether the market is on the uptrend, when it touches our regions, it's normally does these things. So this is good. That was good. So actually, this was a very good escaping point for us to just end up from that 90s, yeah, for you. But We missed that because I was not live, but I saw this market coming down from let's see how this is going to be coming through this, but still you can be waiting for it to come up to this. The market is still moving down. We don't yet have a clear signal for how this market is going to be moving. We just have to get this momentum to at least reduce a little bit. You can see there are a lot of orders around this corner here. We have a lot of orders here. We have a lot of orders here. So we just have to, let's just give the market enough time to breathe, so that at least when we get in, we are going to be holding for something big, or something big here. But I'm giving actually signals for the scalper. So if you are scalper, you just make sure that you just observe every position that we highlight. It's going to be very important for you. Just check every point. Yeah, you just have to check every point that we highlight here, then can actually benefit you a lot. Like the ones here, the ones who are talking when we are live early in the morning. And yeah, so let's see when the market comes here. We just check on now the risk management. That is what we'll be checking on, the risk management, before we enter, and then we can just like that. And once the market is here, we'll be doing some risk another analysis, so that small ones before we enter now, so that we can have a good trend that is going to be happening. Let's just give it sometimes. Gold always does magic, and we are going to be having, so that is the things of patience. Yeah. Bro, just look how the gold is actually doing here. We are 90s. We are already at 90. We are already at 90. So I'm waiting for this candle to just close below this. And once we close below this, I want to see a Zegino candle just appearing from that zone. Then I will have my first entry there and just leave it. Just the zone around here, 90, 88. Yeah. That's why I'm going to be having these entries there. Preparing things up. That is why I said I'll be having my zone, so that means that I'm going to be having my first entry right there. You see now the power of waiting, because now this candle just opened and went all the way to 80s. Still we are and there, so I'm going to be let's just wait. just look at that. You just have to wait for the candle to close before you enter, and just wait for the next one. So this one, just look at this big move that actually happened here. 83. Okay, I'll have just a one position entered there. Just one around 80s, just 180s. It's gone scaling in. So from 83 here, so I've placed one trend. So you can just be observing that trend for me right there, and we'll be looking for this market as it moves down. Even it just moved to the last will be 70. That is why we'll be entering our trend. Between now, this is the first 83, and now in between here, that is what we're going to be having our entries. Let's just see how this market is going to be reacting there. So in between this zone, I really want people to listen to this. Inside this zone that you see here, I've placed my first buy at 83. So as long as this market continues to move down, I'll be entering buy. I know how I normally divide by lot size. So if it's just one lot that I'm going to be using, then I have to divide that one into either 3 or 4, or maybe so I can enter, I can use 0.05, I can use 0.1 up to 10 times to give me one lot. So I just enter in different zones, like the ones that you can see there. So that's different zones that I can use there, and then that is called dividing my entries. So there is a high possibility that the candle that is forming here, that is trying to move up, might now move up, and once this market now start reversing and to start moving up, don't expect this market to come back. It's actually going to hit here and all over that place, and the prices are going to be crazy. So in case that market start jumping out of this zone and we move and we achieve that 3 again, just know that we might not be coming back. I've just secured just a small lot of one portion of what I normally trend. So it's right there. I'll just be waiting to see how this market is going to be reacting there. And once we maybe keep going down, might be buying from this zone again. So we're still there, and don't buy like so much from that zone. No. You just buy just small one as the market proceeds to move this way. And I hope this candle, because you see this one, I hope the market reverses from this area, because this is important how this market is forming here. I hope this market does not go below 80 80s, yeah, because once we go below 80, I'll be having another position 70 something, another 70 just on here. But if you reverse from this, I know it's going to be very nice one, because the market is actually going to be moving so far from that. Okay, so that is what I'm expecting to be getting from this. The target for this, I'll be targeting $1,000 to above 500. Let's say from 500 to $1,000. I think that will be good. And once probably we hit $1,000, that means we have freedom tomorrow to just do some market testing here, and we'll have secured tomorrow something back for tomorrow. Yeah, that is what we have. Now, what is the stop loss for this? Because if you start entering from this, that means our entry now, because now this is not already, although we just entered 83 here, remember now if you start now entering up to 70s, up to 70, you can actually just define that, and you see now when you have defined that, our entry now will be at this level here around 75, there, around 75, 76. So that will be our entry. Now we'll be focusing all the way up there, and that means we are just going to be giving our market to move $30 down, and that will be 40, around 40s, and then we are going to be giving it around 80, because we are focusing on 60s. That 360, that is actually 1-to-2 ratio. That's why every time you are entering with me a swing trade, not a scalping this one, we have to be focusing on something big, something bigger, something big. Do you know how much is the lot size of the one that is giving $100 here? It's just small one, a very small lot that has given me this amount of money that you see there. 0.2, just 0.2. It's giving me that $100 there. So once we hit, so you can just imagine once we hit the TP, how much that can be. Even that small loss size that you see there is enough to give us everything. Yeah, so I'm waiting to see if this candle that you see flashing here is going to be moving up. Remember our first entry, I've already told you that I have entered one trend at 32.83. So in case this market now proceeds to move up, will be good to go. But in case we continue moving down, my account big, I know you guys maybe you know how to do these things. If you actually don't know how to scale in, just leave your comment. I will make video for that, so that at least we'll be on the same page. But for those who have been here, they know what we're talking about here. Scaling in just a little bit. This is not escaping. That's why even if I just get $100, I have to leave trend running. TP or SL, either 90%, between 85% and above of the TP or SL, that is when we close. Yeah. Now, for those who entered at 83, even if you entered with 0.01, I know you must be in $10 profit. That is the minimum you should have. Now, let me just give you a reaction point of where you're going to be getting this so that we can be ready for that. This market is going to be reacting as we keep moving. Let me show you where we'll be getting this. So we bought at 83. So for those who joined, $10 already up. That was our buying zone. So that is where we bought from. And now just look at this. Let me give you a reaction point where you're going to be getting this. So you see this point here. Do you see this? Do you see 33? So the market is going to, when it touches 33, we might be having a reaction towards that point. 33 here, let's say 32.98 around here. So we might be getting the market. This candle can actually not go even above that. Yeah, this candle is going to be receiving a rejections around this corner here, this corner here. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got there. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got once the market sees that. And I hope this candle is actually going to be closing. It's going to be hand. It's going to take this market to just be moving up. Because once we hit this, like it's moving right now, 80s, 33s, it's going to just waiting to reactions at 98, 32 there. Once we get that reaction, probably 33, then back to 95 probably. Then I'm waiting at least for this confirmation. You know, this is risky that when we enter for the confirmation of this, once we hit 33.08, then just to know, be ready, because this market is going to create something big. Something big will be created from this market. All right, that is it. That is it. That is it. That is it. You see, let me tell you, the advantage of having big account is as a lot of things. Because you see, for me, when I do 0.2 on gold, my account still is intact, and that is actually a quarter of my lot size as I was entering into this market. A quarter of that. And you can see how big this can actually make you. And yeah, that can make you a big amount of money. Actually, I gave out a link. I'm going to be giving you a link here, and I'm going to give you something big. Someone asked me to do something, and let me just do something for you here. Okay, let me do I want to show you something. Let's just wait. I hope this candle closes as it is, like grain. I hope it's not going to move down again. God is of mysterious, but when it goes down, still we'll be ready to be entering opposition. We are not done. We are not yet done. So we can't keep buying because the market is moving up. We have to be patient. We have to be ready. We have to be ready for anything. So that's why you have to be very careful when you are taking that. And that is what we call discipline. So we don't know, that is what we call discipline. You follow the rules. You follow the rules. Like the way I told you, just from this point, we have to be patient for the market at least to drop, and we just wait for another candle to open, the one that opened here, and that is the time we entered the market. And let's see what is going to be given us here. I want to give you something. Here. Let's hope this candle is going to be closing by that. Let's see. We can hit $500 with this, and then this is a big lot, so we can close a half. Actually, do you even know how to close when you open a big lot? Do you know to close a half of it on the modification of the lot? Let's see. This is interesting. Okay. Okay. Oscar is saying that zone is very risky, but assist. You people, I know you guys. I know you guys. You know what you people do is that you come and just comment in the comment section, and then when, like, for example, on Friday, so many of you are telling me they just closed, the market is going to zero, the gold is going to 3,000, is going to 2,900. Where were you when you were winning on that, when we closed gold on profit? So many of you disappeared. I never saw your comment again. But when you comment like that, and then or you just wait for us maybe to run in a negative, and then you come here and tell us, yeah, I told you this, I told you that, I told you that. Relax. This is my money, you hear? This is our money we are risking here. So we are going to be receiving the next step that we're going to be receiving is around 98 reactions at that place there. 98 to 3K, 3,300. That is where we might receive reactions around that zone. And once we are out of that, once we're out of this, you see, the market is still down. As you can see, as you can tell, the market is still down. There is no confirmation that we are moving up because of these candles. We just took an advantage of this. And just a small part of it, a quarter of our entry, to just test the market with it, because we want at least one position to be sniper. And then once the market actually will be hitting this, once we confirm that this market is indeed moving up, we'll be looking. Once we get this, at least these candles now start forming at least some few candles on the movement on the upper side, then we can consider even adding more positions. You can't really base your entries with just one candle like this one that is forming, that is moving up like this. But I really know when the reaction is going to be taking place. That's why we have just look at this 83. You can actually calculate even that with the 0.2 lot. You can calculate that we bought at 83, just exact at this point here, 83. This is our buying zone here, and the market just reacted from that zone. That's crazy. So I want to give something to some people, and I think this is what I'm receiving from you. So let me write something for you here. let's wait and see whether the market is going to react from the identified zone that I've marked there, because that is going to be good. I think 90, this is 97. Just reacting from 97, now it's 95. Let's see whether I'm going to receive another one at I think 30, not 97 actually. Let me see here. It's actually here, 03 or 93. You know, this is how we call it, well, whole numbers. When the market touches the whole numbers. Do you remember when actually Ngondi touched the whole? Let me show you. For those who maybe study those things, I know how to mention them, how to call them, those theories. Just look at this price here. Do you know how much is this? Do you know the highest gone all-time high? And do you know the all-time high, which is that one? Is this one, this here. 35. Just look at that. 3,500. That's why anytime you see the prices of a market moving and reaching to, that's how we call them. Just someone remind me of that. Those whole numbers, that 300, 2,500, that 8. Those numbers, normally the market react from those on. So mostly on highest, mostly on all-time highs when they are created, most of the time now market react from that. So those are normally for someone who just want to scalp from the market. Using there's something Oscar is saying that it's a broker I'm using. Okay, that is the link for the beginners. If not for the beginners, actually the first time traders who are going to be using OBS. Yeah. Those are just time. If this is your first time, if you have never opened an account with the OBS, you can use the link there. You just fund 600 plus, and then you're going to be receiving free signals. And actually, this is going to be also next month. We're going to be having a challenge. That is what I'm preparing, but you make sure that you are in the book very early, just so that we can start making money this. And once we hit next month, it's going to be a very big challenge. And next month, we're not going to be coming live every day. I'm planning maybe twice or 3 times a week. And yeah, so that we can concentrate on the challenge. The people will be joining those challenge. You can actually use, yeah, that is what you just have to do. Let's see how this market is going to be reacting from here. So if you fear enough, there are some people who fear. I know there are some people normally saw 93 when we entered 83, and they are already, I know they are out. There are some people who are already out. This is risky. This is risky because, no, we don't have a clear confirmation, but still, we are ready to be going. We are ready to go. We are ready to go. We are ready to go. That's why we are ready. We are ready. We start and move. Yeah. Enough like this. Yeah. 0 levels. Yeah. 0 levels. A reaction that we normally get. I normally use that scalping. When you scalping those numbers, normally they work somehow. Not all the time. Not all the time though. Not all the time. So I'm going to give you some times and just observe how things are going to be. Meanwhile, for those who will be using the what I've posted there, in case you finish on that, you can WhatsApp me. My number is out there. You can ask me for my number, and you WhatsApp me, then we'll talk and arrange something so that I will show you what to do as we prepare for the signals. Right, let's just wait and see. Hello, 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 hello. We are there. We have already just eaten the 300 mark. $300 is here with us. $300. So if you bought with even 0.01, I know you must have something, because from 83 anyway to all the way to that, I know even the micro lot itself, that is 0.01, you must have made like $1,700. How much do you make in a day, the job that you are working in? How much do you make a day? How much do you make a day? Do you make more than $50, like whatever you're doing there? Maybe this is a good one. Even with the 0.01 lot entering, this was actually a sniper one, a sniper entry. Just look at that. Our entry was 83 here. Entry is the 3 here, and we are getting all this big move that you can see here. Once the price now starts approaching this point, I'm going to try a way now to secure something before the market passes. Now, look at that, $310. That is, you withdraw $300 and then you get something to withdraw from M-Pesa. This is great. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. I actually don't know how many entered that position. I don't know how many entered from that, because we are floating right now. We are floating. I know this big already. That's a big already. So I'm going to let me secure $150 because I know this market might be at least be coming here again 96, 95 before we proceed. But let's see the reaction that is going to be happening here. That 302. That is 302. That is what we might be getting from this market here. That is what I'm expecting to see. That is what we expect to get from that market. Now, okay. These are quite on my position. Why shouldn't even close actually? Because I don't know what. So 0.2 on my account for closing forward. But I'll think about it. Let me work on that on my phone. Yeah, that was great. So there's someone I just told you that you just have to subscribe to the channel and make sure that you come live when I'm here, because something great like that you don't have to miss. You don't have to miss like this. You don't have to miss something big like that. Yup. Actually, don't tell me we have 1 hour already again. Reaction to answer that, I'm waiting for this so that you see how the market is going to be doing that 2 here. That 2, we are that 301. Just look at that. I told you $500 today we're going to be getting it. And you know what? The price is here. The price is touching here. Just look at that. We are in that 203. Just look at that. And now what I'm going to do, just look at what I'm saying. Just wait to see. Just wait and see. I'm going to close this position here. This is big amount of money here. Then $380 closed here. Just look at that. Let's see and wait and see. Just look at that. I want you to check. I changed the position from 98 and I sent this here. Let's see whether the market might be just going small, just a little bit, or maybe we're going to break that. In case we break that, then that's a very good news. Actually, that's going to be a very good news right there. Just look at that. Do you know how many dollars are that from that 303 to this is that 3? Do you know this is that almost that 304, and we are back to that 3. Just look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how the market is actually doing things here. Probably when you go to the lowest time frame, that is when you're going to be seeing this. But let me even expand this so that you can see well. But the moment you'll be hitting that, I know the market is going to break that one. So we have secured how much? $384 profit. That is what we have secured. And do you want to tell me I really need to close this because I'm really tired. Thank you guys. I'll be looking when this market comes down here again after this confirmation. I'll be looking for a place to buy here. I can give you 100% of my entries, man. You really have to appreciate when I give you something just like that. A position just entering exactly this on this week here. Yeah, 83 all the way to 33.03. Do you know how much is that? That is $20 move. With 0.01 lot, you have $20. With 0.05, you have $1,000, man. That was great. That was amazing. So if you made cool amount of money, you will let me know. I normally get happy when I see people making money from that. And my guy here is saying, big up, I was wrong. And you're laughing. It's okay, no problem. We've been waiting for that move from morning, so I think we are really okay now. So guys, I can't give you everything 100% of my entries just like that. Now at least one entry just like that one, or maybe the other one that will be entering another time. That will be cool. For those who are interested to be joining whatever I just mentioned right here, you can check. I sent a link there. Hey, someone is sending me a screenshot right here. Let me show you. Let me show you the entries that he has done here. A friend of mine from South Africa. Let me show you here. Maybe you'll allow me to show you here. As long as you don't know who is that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. You just follow. By just knowing me, you must be making money. Just knowing me, you must be making money. Yeah, just look at that. I want to send a screenshot here so that you can see how people are making money from that signal. Just look at that. My man. Oh, that's great. What can I say? Congratulations. That's big. That's big. You made quite a good amount of money there. With your $1,000, you made quite a good amount of money. Yeah, so I have left $45 made here. Congratulations. Oscar TP1 done. Congratulations. Yes, man, that was what I wanted to hear. Just look at how the market, of course, reacted. Yeah, and then when it's in the market is going to reverse. Just look at that, how the market is making big move. The sniper entry just we took here. That's a congratulations, man. So my target for today was not that big. I'm not feeling well, so I'm not staying on the market for long. That's why I was just doing this. So I can see my guy, he has just made some quite. What was your entry? And the way you made your entry is very late. 95. Were you here when we saying the sniper entry? You made yours late though. But it's okay. Yeah, but it's okay. Just look at that. You can keep on in your position whatever you want, but that is a confirmation that this is a reversal that we really got here. 2 a.m. in the next few minutes. When this candle closes and get this position, this market to come to that 03, I'm going to be placing another buy, and as the market continues to move all the way up. I just got like almost $400. So with the other position, I just opened behind the scene out there. So I'm going to go from my side. I'm going to go. It's going retracing just. Okay, thank you so much. So you can join us if I'll be live tomorrow. You can just join us. Yeah, so I've left the need. You can check what I've pinned there. on the FBS. So if you are interested, you can deposit a minimum of $600 plus, and then you'll be getting daily signals from my side. You don't have to pay me anything, just make a deposit over there, and then you just send me a screenshot, use the link there, and then we'll find something to do. Okay, have a great day. That was a successful one, a sniper one. Always snipers. And look how the market is doing, and look how the market is doing out there. Congratulations to all those who have made money. I'm really proud of you guys. So see you again tomorrow later. My number is there. I'll be leaving my number there in case you are done with the account. There's 7. You can WhatsApp me with that number. The count is 254. That is Kenyan count. Yeah, you can reach out to me with that, and then that will be good. I told you when we reach to that 308, then it will actually be, now the market will be boom, might now be moving all the way. Anyway, I don't want to give you more information than that. Until tomorrow, I'll see you again. So you see, what you see here, the power of patience, the power of be patient. Take something quality, take high quality things, and when you enter the market, just a small move here, and then you'll be in a big position to make money. Yeah, to make money. Yeah, we can just, what you just have to do is to be consistent in learning. Just look at how the market is doing. I'm not going to be tempted now to continue trading until maybe I've served something behind the scene and with some of my people right there. I'll see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.